You talk about your father passing away, which was obviously a devastating low for you when you were coming off this great high of marrying Brie, but also winning WrestleMania. And you talk about how people always ask you if this life is worth it, and you had said yes, the sacrifice, not only your body, your time, being away from your loved ones. And now you've rethought that idea that maybe it's not worth it because you can't get that time back.
Right.
Do you think a lot of other wrestlers feel this way? They just are reluctant to verbalize it?
I'm not sure because we all have different priorities, right? Some people would say that like, oh, but your dad would have wanted you to do this because, you were happy. Well, yeah, but I could be happy doing just about anything, right? Like it's because that's just kind of my nature. Like I was happy. I worked at McDonald's and I was happy working at McDonald's. Like it didn't bother me. It was just like, oh, and not only that, I worked very hard at McDonald's. Like I was like the best little grill master there was, and like, it's not necessarily that I wish I could have explained it and verbalized it better in the book. It's not that I regret wrestling. What I kind of regret is being away from my family so much, and that there was a moment in 2009 where I was like, okay, I either need to get to WWE to make more money, or this isn't because I was getting a lot of injuries and all that kind of stuff, or I need to stop doing this and start working on a different career. So maybe like wrestling on the independents. And hindsight, I maybe should have never come to WWE because the problem, and this isn't for everybody, but the problem is and it's a logistical thing, which is not a lot, yeah, it's very in detail, but my family lives in Washington State, and that's not a sustainable practice for living in WWE or for working in WWE because most of our stuff is East Coast, Midwest, all that kind of stuff. Flying in and out of Seattle and then living 2 hours from the Seattle airport is not sustainable. Like Seth Rollins lives in Davenport, Iowa, which is where he's from and where his family is and all that kind of stuff. And that is awesome because every week he gets to go home 2 weeks, see the people he loves and that sort of thing. That wasn't possible for me. So I have a lot of regrets about that sort of thing.
Yeah.